Hi everyone! I'm going to make an overview video of the 2017 Copperfox release Toby. So this model is technically supposed to be a glossy Toby, but he's definitely more of a satin, very slight, maybe semi-gloss. So, and this is what's happening with this particular run. The glossies aren't really glossies. So, when you pull them out, you're like, is this really a glossy? So, I was extremely excited to purchase my first Copperfox models. I got Toby and I also got Rupert. But when I pulled them out of their boxes, they are riddled with flaws. And it seems like that is very common with both of these runs. So I'm going to just do a quick overview. These guys will end up staying with me because it's really not worth it for me to try to ship them back and deal with all that. And there's just some issues with them. So I was very excited but deeply saddened when I saw the amount of flaws on these guys. And these are my first Copperfoxes, so it's kind of hard to like get a model that you were very excited for and it's not the quality that you were expecting. So I'm going to do an overview and I'm going to kind of mention what I noticed with this particular model, and I'll do the same for Rupert in a minute. So he is a dappled gray, and the shading is nice on him. Like, I like that they actually do the shading on his muzzle and on his legs and everything like that. He does have pretty good seams on him. I'll try to get that on the video. Some roughness in his mane, some roughness in the paint job. He had lint underneath the gloss, which isn't really glossy. He's got a good gouge on his belly. He's definitely got just marks underneath whatever finish he actually has on him. His eyes aren't bad. I'll try to capture all his details. I like the work that they put into the eyes, and I like the shading for the gray. They did a good job with that. I want to say his tail is probably the biggest mess. Kind of very sloppily painted. There's a lot of chunks in the tail. You can see the roughness. You can see it's not painted underneath. And then on this side, on his tail, if you can see, the bottom is not painted at all. And up by his leg is not really painted either. And then up underneath the tail. So that's pretty obvious, that you can just see. And then the hooves, I appreciate that they did try to stripe them and stuff. Very sloppy. The white marking, not too horrible on this side. He's got some dings in his paint job. Just from, like, little dings aren't a big deal, but all the other things, it just adds up to make it a little bit saddening. And I'll try to zoom in so you guys can see that. But yeah, rough paint job. And then the white markings are real rough and sloppy. Lots of little, like, nicks and dings and roughness in the paint. Definitely lines on him. So I don't really know what was happening when this guy was being made. I love the mold. I like the color that he was painted to. The dapples do merge. They're a little polka dotty, but they do merge into each other, so it's not complete fish scales. They attempted to make a really nice model, but the sloppiness of this model and the roughness of this model really takes away from his real beauty. He will be staying with me. it's not worth time and effort to pack him up, ship him back, deal with all of that. So he'll just stay, and we'll see how he does. So this is my overview of the Copperfox Glossy Toby. So these are issues that you might encounter if you see them. And everybody, it seems like a wide majority of people are having similar issues with these guys. So this is the Copperfox Toby overview.